And so what I've heard works well for companies is something called ROO, tracking your ROO. Can anyone tell me what that is or guess? I'll make it easy.
Return on opportunities?
Very close.
Well, yes.
Well, you're welcome. Return on objectives. So, here's kind of what it looks like. So, let's say you want to pick up leads at a show. Right, great. How many leads? How many of those leads do you think you need to pick up in order to set up a meeting? How many meetings do you think you need to have in order to close the sale? How many dollars will those sales generate and by when? So a measurable goal might be something like this. We want to pick up 100 leads that will generate 50 meetings, resulting to 10 sales with a combined value of $5 million in the next 6 months. Maybe a little ambitious, but that'll give you some idea. In my mind, the reason that you're there is some of the reasons why we've talked about. Mike touched on a few of them, certainly. But you want to be able to find out as much as you can from that person, which means they need to be doing the talking and you need to be asking questions. The biggest challenge that I think I find when I walk the trade show aisles is that somebody comes up to me and before I even ask them, they're telling me all kinds of things about their company. What if I'm a competitor? I could be a competitor and they're telling me everything. And that's happened, by the way, to me in reverse. Or it could be that you're talking to someone who really doesn't have a need for what you do, and then as you're talking to them, who's walking by? The guy that you wanted to talk to in the first place. Now you're stuck because you've gotten on this 10-minute thing about what it is that you do. And we all love to talk about what we do and ourselves, but that's not the time and place for it. Believe it or not, it may seem counterintuitive, but the fewer minutes you give to each person in your booth, the more likely it is that you're going to get more leads. I highly recommend that you not load a table in front of you with a bunch of giveaways or even your literature. And I will tell you, I will ask you the next time you go to a trade show, watch people walking down the aisle. Just watch. And if you see them walking by the booth that has all of the stuff, watch where their eyes go. Because inevitably what you're going to find is, as they're walking by and they only be a 10-foot space, they're looking, keychains. Oh, I had some really good giveaways last year. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder where I'm having for lunch. Never once look up. They don't know who your company is. If you have nothing out, they have no choice but to look up. Right? They see you, they see your company. That's why we always say that your company name and your message should be up nice and high for people. Do you need to have any giveaways? I personally don't think you need to have anything. But there's a good opportunity, again, to put the money that you might have for a giveaway into a raffle prize, a nice raffle prize. And then we can do that system where you're doing the qualifying questions, and it's a really good way to reward somebody. All they have to do is participate and they might be chosen. Candy bowl, oh, all right. Everyone says, but I have to have a candy bowl. Yeah, but your competitors and the other people that are working the show are mainly the ones that are going to be eating out of that bowl. So if you have to have a candy bowl, put it off to the side.